We started doing this project, Havana Cultura albums, with me 5 years ago, and it worked really well. And I think we kind of developed that concept for this competition, where we basically gave the people from around the world the opportunity to remix one of the tracks from The Search Continues. And we had an amazing amount of response. And finally, the top 10 were invited to come here, and we had a few days in the brilliant Abdallah studios. Big 10-day session with my co-pilot, the one and only DJ Sinbad, engineer, producer. Can't do it without him.
Yes, Gilles. So you ready?
I'm ready.
What time are we starting?
Now we gotta go.
That's it.
Before bringing them to the studio, we have to listen to their ideas, spend a bit of time with each of them, exchanging ideas and basically preparing them, because most of them, they just make music on the computers, you know, so the step to go with the laptop to a big studio and start working with musicians is a huge step as well.
So we do 2 songs. For your music, everyone has the right to use 14 musicians.
The contestants have got the choice of the rhythm section, the singers, the rappers, whoever they want to pick.
So that's cool though. Yeah, very cool. So we've got 4 musicians so far, and a horn section. So trumpet, trombone, flute.
Yeah. I think Sinbad is doing very practical the work. He knows a lot about the studios. He helped me a lot with booking the musicians, knowing what musicians I need, like for example percussion, some trumpets, bass players. And Gilles is a very nice input because he knows a lot about music, has a lot of experience.
I've been listening to Gilles' radio show since ages, and it's such a big honor to be here and to pay back these years of listening to him, you know.
For the first one, I was imagining like something like this, you know, Rubia Coniva, you know. Here is those kind of vocals which are not lead vocals, but I'll show you something like this.
Right. Fantastic, man.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah. Good reference.
It was so good to show him some of those tools, what I really like, and he loves it too. It was so good to see Gilles that we are matching tastes, you know.
Any questions?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah. But you'll have loads the next couple of days.
They are in a position to be able to pick the musicians that they want to work with in the studio at Abdallah Studios, and pick some of the best singers or rappers that they want to choose.
The purpose of the open mic night was for the winners to get an idea of Cuban music, the different styles, and to see whom we would like to work with.
was looking for some kind of authentic, some real Cuban, and there were so many good real Cuban things, and Ostaquilla was one of it, and she was amazing. I was totally blown away.
So many amazing musicians. I do remember like 4 or 5 artists which I thought, oh my God, how can they be performing here? They should be world stars.
Это было что-то фантастическое, столько энергии, столько экспрессии, столько эмоций. Я не представлял до этого, что такое музыка в Кубе настолько. Меня очень впечатлила Дэйми и ее невероятный голос. Очень сильный, очень мощный, как я люблю.
Cuba, a very special place. It's like any other place in the world. Incredibly lucky to still witness part of the world like that.
We did an open mic night. Now it's time to go in the studio and to make your music.
First day of the studio, and this is going to be for a few days, everyone's coming with their laptop, bounce the stereo file of the track, meet the musicians, record straight away, and it's all divided in a few days, so it's quite challenging to get all what you need on your track, all the ideas and everything you want.
You can record just a little piece and then use whatever you want.
Yeah, okay then. This is what I would call jump up. It's carnival, it's live, it's dancing, it's in a field somewhere with a DJ playing and hands in the air. It's that kind of vibe. So yeah, this is what we're trying to get right now with the brass musicians. See?
Sinbad is pretty hands-on in the studio and has been an amazing mentor for all these up-and-coming producers, and he understands the way they see stuff, and he can really make that connection between live instrumentation and a more DJ culture type of production.
Yeah. That is super nice. Mm-hmm. Roberto, even like arpeggios, even higher. Just for the intro, yes. Yeah. That's what we want.
And my role's been more to basically come in and out and to have a sort of slightly more objective point of view, not being fully in the track from beginning to end.
Trabajar con ellos es muy mortal porque están súper atentos de una manera muy sutil a lo que haces tú, ¿entiendes? Te dan ideas, depende de lo que vayas a hacer, te sugieren cosas. Pero bueno, te dan también la libertad de hacer lo que tú quieras hacer también con tu música. Sí, claro, para mí todo esto es nuevo, yo no había experimentado nada de tocar con músicos. Si no es por Havana Club, yo creo que nunca me hubiera inspirado, porque realmente yo siempre he hecho cosas solo, no he necesitado ningún instrumento, ningún vocal, ningún nada. Yo nunca pensé que fuera a grabar por primera vez con estos animales, ¿entiendes?
Yeah, music explorer Gilles Peterson in the jungle, Cuba right now. Let's go.
Работа на студии для меня это что-то совершенно новое. Столько оборудования, столько всего вокруг происходит. Не знаю, я почувствовал себя какой-то суперзвездой. Качество — большой шаг к новому уровню в музыке. Я чертовски рад работать с Гиллесом Петерсоном, с Симбадом. Невероятные ребята, невероятные ребята.
It's really interesting as well. It brings a nice energy because they're all like discovering also each other's music, plus what they're doing here in Cuba and how they're working with musicians.
It's kind of a cross between a talent competition in a way and just really great producers who are making amazing music for, you know, new ears.
¿Cómo dijiste que se llama?
¿El género?
Sí.
Dubstep.
Dubstep.
Ya. Quiero combinarlo con bolero cubano.
The two tracks I will be making here in Havana, I think they are kind of different from the other tracks in that they are not dance tracks. I want to have a story by someone with a beautiful voice and use it as a base for sixto sentido, close harmony.
You want to see Havana?
Yes, and I want to hear you speak about it.
Okay,
or do a freestyle like you just did over there.
Okay. En el 1995 nace el rap cubano. Todo el mundo le gustaba, mucha gente apoyaba el rap cubano.
Sí.
Y el grupo mío, llamado Explosión Suprema, tú me conoces a mí, yo represento la Suprema, soy la piel morena, esa que suelta el cuerpo y quema, echa para acá mi hermano para que tú veas esta escena.
I had the feeling that he spoke from the heart. I needed someone to speak truthfully and to be able to also not just rap but just create something on the spot. So I wanted to walk here because this is where it's actually happening, I think.
Yo me pongo así porque mi nombre es Brebajeman, soy de Alamar y en las calles me dicen Etián. Oye, nos vemos.
The thing about Cuban music and Cuban musical culture and heritage is the fact that it has so much weight. And so, in a way, for somebody to come and do their translation of it in a kind of electronic context is actually quite uplifting for me, and I'm learning a lot from how they're seeing it. So in a way, I'm getting a lot out of them.
It's inspiring to see how they're working, absolutely.
Yeah.
They all have different sounds, different ideas, their own identity.
The amazing thing of being part of the Havana Cultura experience is they brought us to Abdallah Studios. Just yesterday I was in the taxi and speaking to the taxi driver, and he dropped us off outside the studios. He's like, "Is that where you're recording?" And when I said yes, he was like, "Oh, you must be somebody."
No sufras más, nene, y échale agua, ni le comache y la
Gracias, amigos.
What's great about this studio, of course, the technology is really strong, brilliant engineers, but they have 3 studios, so we could multi-studio, we could multitask, and we could basically bring our winners and get them to use this great studio and some amazing musicians that were made available to them.
It's very interesting to meet all these musicians. It's so interesting to work together. Everyone has a different background, and yeah, it's interesting to see how the results get together and how all these music styles they get together to do like a fusion.
So nice. It's so nice to see this development. You know, I did all the work, I did the idea, and now I can just lean back because all these musicians are so good. They bring so many good ideas with it. It's so nice. They just make it shine. If you know what I mean? It's getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter.
So the experience of going into a proper studio with proper equipment and musicians is like fantastic for them.
It's an amazing place. The acoustics is so perfect. The technique is so great, and the guys are amazing. It's a great thing to be here because you know, we all work in digital environment, all digital, all in bits. And then we traveled back in time here to the age of the analog, and here with this analog place, it's so real, so human, so meat, you know. Nice, okay.
Actually, they're recording the musicians all together, and for them it's the first time. Also the level of the musicianship, because, you know, they play the track, the ideas, and the musicians are straight like, and it's instant groove.
40 centímetros. Sí, sí, sí. Ahora hazlo. Dice 3, 2, 1 y... Cool. Tal vez algunas cosas medias atravesadas. El estar aquí en Cuba, el conocer tanta gente nueva, el compartir con los demás participantes, que son de Rusia, África, Suiza, Holanda, y compartir con la gente que vive en la isla. Bueno, es una experiencia impresionante. Impresionante en términos de lo que ellos te cuentan, lo que ellos te expresan, sus penas, su alegría. Y es realmente una experiencia inconmensurable, fantástico.
With the other winners here, I feel like I know them since 3 years, really. Different cultures, but one team. This change we have here, it's really unique.
Dame un tiempo para adaptarme a este mundo, regirme por las normas aunque no me sienta normal. La mente abierta con borrones en sus hojas, el rico es pobre mientras muere en su paradoja. El niño voltea los ojos para no ver las aberraciones de sus actos y que se jacta.
There isn't anything that I'm half disappointed about. It's really good quality. And the thing that has surprised me the most in a really good way was that they've all given us different rhythms and different colours and different flavours of Cuba. It's all different styles. So we have 20 tracks that will all work on a record.
Creo que ha sido una experiencia muy buena, increíble. Sin duda la mejor experiencia que que he tenido en mi vida.
Como pompa de carbón que un niño sopla y el viento guía en su ida. Si es de incierto el destino, así de frágil es la vida. No hay salida, este encierro temporal fuera de tu mente. El futuro es una ilusión que hace que valga la pena el presente. Así que hoy solo siente. El mundo es manicomio de cuerdos que atesoran recuerdos y olvidos. Bajo presión como una transmisión en vivo. Cada instante un expediente diferente en el archivo.
My 3 words to describe Havana Cultura mix. It's one team, crazy, corazón.
Я совсем не ожидал, что окажусь здесь и уезжаю отсюда с новыми друзьями и с новыми идеями. И главная мысль — это то, что все возможно на самом деле. Действительно все возможно.
Things are going to be coming alive in a way that I would never have imagined. Usually when you are making music digitally, you don't quite have that human feel. So today is all about bringing that human feel across to the music.
Lo que ha creado Havana Cultura a mí con esta historia es como una family por ahí, ¿entiendes? Unirnos por la music.
I don't want to use a word like amazing because it's more than that.
I hope that our music is so powerful that people can get this impression of happiness we had here in this project.
It was the beginning of something, this project, and it's not finished yet.
Guy who comes from Hungary.
Giza.
Okay, give me one.
The one who comes from the UK.
Rukia.
Rukia, thank you very much.
Rukia.
And the one who comes from Holland?
Holland is the really difficult one. I keep thinking of the Shard and I also think about Shaw Electronics. So sure.
The.
Okay.
Incredible. Let's do this.
El litoral, el increíble clase.
Still thinking music. Hold on, we finished.
Jesus Christ! Get on with it!
It's not an easy one, is it? Look, you know, it's a bit like this. I use my hands and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean...
Ouais, parce que moi j'ai bossé avec Richard Lederman, tu vois, en 1997, et alors je me suis retrouvé dans son studio.
We're here to represent and to bring people from a... Yeah, that's right. Come and join me, have a coffee.
Okay, over it. 1, 2, 3.